What's up guys, TC here and welcome back to Starbound Tips. Today we are tackling the final boss, the Tentacle mission, and this mission is a doozy. There are no tricks or gimmicks or grappling hooks for this one. This is one of the ones you just have to muscle your way through. So in today's setup and the inventory I'm going to show you, it's all about kind of setting up the right amount of statuses and having the right weapons. So before we jump in the actual mission, I want to show you guys what I had because it's pretty important to have the right stuff. So the first half of this mission, or this fight, you actually have to fight Azra and Nox again. And so for that, just like in the high-level mission, I definitely recommend you bring dual Neo Chakrams because it's the exact same fight and you can use the exact same strategy to beat her. I beat her I think in like 15 seconds, so it wasn't that hard. The other thing that's absolutely mandatory for this mission, I think, is this Impervium broadsword. You can craft it. It's an end-game weapon. You can craft it. It uses it's the Impervium metal or whatever, and it's super strong. And part of the broadswords now have that combo attack. And on this guy, it's super useful against the Tentacle boss once you beat Azra. And it's got a secondary, which is great for this because the Tentacle boss is spawning in a ton of minions this whole time and a bunch of little like flying gnats. And it's really easy to get overwhelmed. And this is like an amazing crowd control attack here. It lets you kind of get out of a tight spot and it kills everything around you. So it's very useful. I'm also bringing dual pistols just to kind of like, or dual machine pistols, just so when I'm at range, because there's certain points where you can't use your sword. So I just want to have something to kind of, use at long range. Now, as usual, I'm bringing orange and green stem, which is a rage effect and speed effect. I'm also bringing the red stem, which is healing. And here's the kicker, and I think this is really important. It's going to help a lot of people. This is ultimate juice. This is an N-tier food you can craft at the end of the game. It takes a lot of ingredients, but it's very, very worth it. This stuff gives you a speed boost, jump boost, health boost, energy boost, and damage boost all at once, and it lasts for like 3 minutes. So, and also it will stack with these other two here. So you're moving super fast, you're doing a ton of damage, and also you have an increased health and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend looking up exactly how to craft this stuff. It does take quite a bit of resources, but I'm telling you, it's completely worth it, especially for this mission. And lastly, what I want to point out is it's probably important for you guys to put in, like I'm using a damage augment on my backpack, and I would probably recommend that because this mission, you want to get this fight over with as fast as possible because if you kind of dally around, he keeps spawning in minions and you'll get ganged up on so quick. So yeah, I just want to take a little moment before this fight begins to brief you guys on my inventory because there's a lot of really important stuff today. So we're going to jump into the fight now. Okay guys, so we are at the final boss now. We've made our way down. And if you can, you're going to see I've actually brought my 2 crew members with me. And they actually do a lot of help. They don't seem, like I thought they would just get trashed immediately, but they actually do a pretty good job. They help me beat Azra here, and they also help kind of fend off some of the minions that the Tentacle boss spawns in. I think they do it. They also attack the actual boss himself a little bit as well. And as you can see, we completely shred Azra here. The strategy with the Neo Chakrams is 100% just as good as it was earlier. I use a rubium staff here just because I was the mission before this I got killed, and so I wanted to try when I was at range with those dual pistols. So I wanted to try something a little bit different. So I use this, and it doesn't quite do what I wanted to do. And here's my 2 minions, or my 2 crew members getting wrecked. But yeah, so pretty much he's got 3 main attacks. He's got that laser in the middle, and there's pretty good warning when he's going to do it. And then there's these 2 tentacles he'll spawn in on the side. And then also he's got an attack where he kind of summons in more monsters from different biomes like that. And the hard part about this mission is kind of maintaining a balance between like see right here on the sides, man, you got to watch out for those tentacles. You'll see this dude just getting ping-ponged around. You got to watch out because if you get hit, that'll happen to you too, and it'll kill you. So try not to get caught up in those tentacles. It's better to get caught up in the beam attack than the tentacles, honestly. And try to keep control of the number of minions because they will sneak up on you. And if you do panic or if you get overrun, just switch to your broadsword and use that spinning attack because that pretty much kills everything around you, and it gets you out of that zone where they've surrounded you. But other than that, you've got a lot of periods like this here where they're pretty calm and you can dish out a ton of damage on them. And as you can see, I've already eaten my my ultimate juice. I've already had my double stems, whatever. Like I've got all those stat boosts stacked up, and you just sit here and honestly just chop away at this dude's eyeball. This sword here, just every time you jump, do that combo attack where I think you click 3 times the left mouse to do it. A lot of times your little crew members will handle a lot of the mobs on their own. Sometimes they'll get ping-ponged like that. But yeah, and see that's a little laser attack in the end. It's pretty easily broadcasted. I did catch some lag here. But yeah, I switched to the pistols at long range to kind of finish them off. But yeah, that's the final mission. This is the most useful, or the most efficient method I've found. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Please rate, like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.